So I actually love that aspect about you that you worked for the bureaucratic structures, you worked for corporations, you defended them, you learned the ins and outs. You didn't like what you saw, and then you let your moral compass guide you, and now you're working against them. Does that happen often with lawyers?
There are a lot of people that switch sides. There's all different types of ways to make a living. There's money in everything that you could imagine nowadays, especially with the internet. And there's definitely a lot of people, a lot of my colleagues from the big firms ultimately started their own firms. It's a different lifestyle. I really loved it. I really, really loved being a corporate lawyer. And what would be unfathomable today, you'd have to pay me $10 million to have the lifestyle I had then, because it's just such a different world. I was a pre-COVID lawyer, so I'm a fossil because I'm the last person that before AI I was practicing. Literally, there was no AI. And now it's like, if you're not using it, you're committing malpractice. But I was at my desk every day at 8:30 in the morning with a full suit and tie. I worked most Sundays, and it was like Suits. There was no Meghan Markle princess walking around, but there were a lot of beautiful people, a lot of really competent, young, talented attorneys that I would work with, and we were able to go to fun happy hours. And then COVID hit, and I was doing all of my billable hours at my kitchen table, and it was a lot less fun.
Mm.
And while I was in the defense side, probably about 95% of the claims that I saw were really BS. They were really just people trying to take advantage of the system. But there were about 5% of the claims that I really lost sleep over, where people were just getting railroaded by the system. I represented banks, like I said, so I remember there was one widow and her husband had like taken on more debt. She didn't even know what was going on. She was like an elderly person, and I kicked her out of her own house. I did that. And like I'm getting into attaboys and the good jobs from my superiors because like I wrote this amazing motion to convince the court that she owes the money and she's got to get the hell out of her house. Not like eviction, it was just the mortgage note, but ultimately that would lead to her eviction if she's proved to be in default. And I really lost sleep over that. And I'm no Jesus. He was cool. But those kinds of things after a while, they really take the wind out of your sails.
Mm.
And now that I represent people against corporations, I get to really go with gusto with every case that I have.
Right.
And yeah,
And you're so much happier because you feel like you're actually helping people.
I'm happier because I'm helping people. My grandmother who survived the Holocaust told me to start my own firm from like day one.